I think I understand nausea. I think I get exactly why I felt so anxiety-ridden when I handed that note to my sorta kinda best friend in 5th grade. And I told her that I liked her. It was the first time I was actually trying to be outside of myself. As you can imagine, it went as horrible as you could think. And now I'm afraid to look people in the eye. Because the first person I ever decided to try to look at equally couldn't even say hi to me in the morning. She still doesn't. No one really does. We all kind of just go about our own ways now. And I'm still trying to form memories of exactly what it feels like to be on a sunset-laden beach with just ideas and dreams in your head. And you look up at the stars and you kind of figure out, oh wow, this world is a lot bigger than just me and you. I used to wonder why people like to sleep in the cold. I met somebody I cared about a lot who decided that they wanted to open up my windows every time they came over. I was a little bit confused until I realized that they were just looking for one singular source of warmth. They weren't used to having that. So their entire world had to be cold, just so they know that I meant well. Well, just like seasons changing, they change too. Not everyone can be perfect, and I think I can be too, if I tried. I wanted this to be like something heartfelt. I've gone through like 80 drafts of this and I still don't know who I'm even writing it to, but I do know that somebody needs to see it. I don't think that this is an ending of anything. I think that this is more of a beginning that we're all too afraid to face. That's why we look for suggestions and opinions from others, knowing that they don't really mean us well. We get mad when people take advantage of us, knowing that we set the cards in motion to make the play for ourselves. And it gets a lot lonelier when you realize that no one's ever going to be there to pick you up off the ground. So you might as well just bury yourself in 6 feet deep. You try confessing to yourself every night that the thing in the mirror is you. Just a growing version of you that you're not afraid will eventually turn into old dust and bones that nobody will sweep up. You'll be lost to the wind, and you feel like there's no wind underneath your wings now. So you trip up over your sentences when you try to give a coffee order the right way. You need reassurance every 3 days that there's nothing wrong. You haven't left your house in a week and you still think that the apocalypse is coming. Meanwhile, the ice cream man has finally made his last run around the block and you realize that his ice cream is now $2 instead of $3. He is the only thing keeping you tied to the memories that you have of being a kid. And if you tried to tell anybody this, they'd sit there and laugh at you, but I won't, because I'm just building a campfire and burning marshmallows, hoping that you'll eventually see this message and know that I meant completely well. I meant more well for you than anybody else that I had ever met, and I still can't trust myself to say that truthfully, but I'm going to try it now to a world of people that aren't you, even though I know you'll eventually look me in the eyes. I guess we're just telling each other a story about regret and everything that we wish we could have shared. We wait for somebody else to say it better than we ever could, because if we said it ourselves, that means we'd have to admit that it was real. But if somebody else says it, it's just a planned script and they didn't really come up with it, so there's no way it could actually happen in the real world. You wish so much to be Blair, but you just end up being Serena. You always want to take the main part of the portion of the story you've been telling yourself for so long as actually your life, and just take out the chapters that mean well to you, so that way you'll have a story to tell when you reconnect with somebody 20 years later and they ask you, what exactly has gone on in your life? You are a fraud, you are a liar, you've been telling yourself you're building up to something that's not even coming. But it's okay, because you're just 17 years old and you're at a campfire with friends drinking. You're not supposed to be doing that, but oh man, does it feel like rebellion. Keep rebelling. You're such a beautiful spirit when you do. You're such a beautiful spirit when you do.